from New York City, it's Wendy Williams. Today, rock superstar Wentz is stopping by to tell us all about the new season of Best Inc. Plus, LaToya Luckett is here to give Wendy the exclusive about her new album and dish about her VH1 drama, Single Ladies, and all the latest juicy hot topics. Now, here's Wendy.
Here we are, together again. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hello. You look fantastic. I love your princess outfit. Oh my gosh. How you doing? There's a princess in the front row. Don't stare too hard. You look gorgeous. Yeah. Anyway, look, Kelly Clarkson hates being pregnant. Robin Thicke was caught with another woman. And Kanye West is opening up about being crazy. Let's talk about it and more. It's time for Hot Topics. No, I love you even more. You know, I'm gonna declare today Co-Host Appreciation Day. Now, you all got here. Did you get on the subway, by the way, dressed like a princess? You drove?
I
Thank
drove,
God.
but I changed.
I appreciate your look. I appreciate all of you all's look, and especially because it's snowing outside, and you know they're talking about it's going to be the storm of life. It's not going to stop. Listen, we got the call about my son not going or having half day last night at like 9 o'clock. There wasn't one flurry on the ground, and it's not supposed to stop until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So I appreciate you all braving the storm. Yeah. Now. Let's talk about Robin Thicke being caught with another woman. But she's got good hair. Show the picture. Right? Okay, here's the deal. He was spotted in Paris on the dance floor with this mystery woman, and they got closer, and closest. Let's show the series of... Okay. Now, first of all, forget the kiss. She's violating something. I can't stand when people touch my face. Do you know what I mean? That is like such a violation. People don't wash their hands properly or whatever. It's just a violation to touch somebody's face. You know, other than like your man or your kids. It's a term of endearment. It's just too much. Do you think they're making out? Yes. Do you think that oh, you're not sure? Clap if you think that they're making out. Well, it was the kind of party where he was seen, like, drinking all night, as we do at parties, smoking his cigarettes. There over in Paris, you can still smoke in the clubs. And no word on where Paula Patton was or if she even cares. And also, there's no word that he took her back to the smushing room, by the way. I mean, but you can assume a lot when a woman is touching your face and your wife is nowhere in the picture. And you can assume a lot also based on what the streets say about their marriage. And even what his song was called Blurred Lines. The word on the street is that they perhaps have an open marriage. Now, I don't know this to be true, but if that is true, then I guess he's not violating the... Yes, he is. Because you know what? To me, the rules of an open marriage are that you do everything behind closed doors. Like, you're never seen, you know, making out with the next man or holding his hand or letting him touch your face across the table at the restaurant. You know, if it's open, you know, then it's... Oh, does anybody here have an open marriage? Just asking. Well, They've been together since they were both 15 years old, first of all. Way too long for people to be together. I mean, they have been together. And now they're in their 30s. And, you know, she does her acting thing and he does his singing thing. And if they have an open marriage, maybe they just need to keep some things private. The girl has good hair, though. And she also has an expression on her face like she's over it, whatever it is, right? All right, let's move along and talk about Lindsay Lohan. So, Lindsay made a big announcement yesterday at the Sundance Film Festival. And the announcement is that she's returning to the big screen in a psychological thriller called Inconceivable. Perfect title. Isn't it funny how she's so thin from the neck down, but she's got a bunch of chins under here? Are you standing next to the bar? Is that weight gain or is that bloatation? That's bloatation right there. All right, and you see this man over her shoulder right here? He's the producer of the movie, and he's got a lot of faith in Lindsay. Well, let's see what he has to say. Go ahead.
You know when somebody's ready to go back to work. She's beyond ready. You know, she's prepared herself. She puts in the time. She works on the script. So that part of her life I wasn't really around. So that doesn't bother me. What bothers me, what concerns me is today, and I know the person she is today. She's an artist. You know, a lot of artists go through things. She went through a phase, but she's still, you know, as young as they get. I mean, she's a big child star. So this is the second part of her life. You know, she hasn't even really begun, in my opinion. It's just starting now.
Let me preface this by saying I'm rooting for Lindsay. You know, coming from a place of addiction, I realize how difficult it is to get your life together. I also, by the way, think that she's a beautiful girl, whether she's injected, not injected, or whatever. No, I'm not laughing. She is a very, very pretty girl, and she's only 27 years old. I know, more like 47, right? She looks like one of my town harpies, you know, a grown woman with years on her life. But look, leave those drugs and booze alone. But you know why I'm rooting for her? I'm rooting for her because at 27 years old, she really does have, you know, so many years left to rise to greatness and earn money. Look at Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore was on the cover of, I think, the Elle magazine. I was reading the article. I love Drew Barrymore. You know, she's got that little olive, and she's got another bun in the oven, and she's married to Will Koppelman, not a baby's mother. She's married to Will Koppelman. And, you know, Drew has done just about every pill in the cabinet and snorted every line of Peru. And, you know, she was addicted by the time she was like 12 years old. And that's not an exaggeration. You know, she's not getting along with her mother now, Jade, because Jade, I guess, is toxic while Drew tries to set up and be a family woman with traditional values. So she's kicked her. We talked about this before. Anyway, if Drew Barrymore can do it, if Robert Downey Jr. can do it, then you can do it, Lindsay. And I did a little research on this particular director. He's not a schlub. He's produced movies with Mark Wahlberg and Arnold Schwarzenegger. This particular movie, Inconceivable, is going to be put out by Lionsgate Pictures. And there is a chance. The problem is, Lindsay, you've got to act above board. You know, Drew and Robert Downey Jr. were never seen falling out of clubs. We have to read about most of the stuff that happened with them through magazines, but there was no TMZ back then. There were no camera phones. You know, it's a different world, Lindsay, and we see everything. And I know what I'm thinking right now with you standing next to that bar. And I also know what the streets have been saying about you since getting out of rehab. And I'm not gonna say a word, but read my mind. So Kanye West is opening up about his past in Interview magazine. Let's show the cover shot. I know. Sweaty, greasy, smoky, demonic, everything. Anyway, Kanye was asked how he dealt with all the negativity swirling around him after the Taylor Swift incident back in 2009 at the MTV Video Music Awards. You'll remember she won Best Video or Best Song, and that was the year that Beyonce came out with the Single Ladies, and Kanye felt like many of us, what, Beyonce got ripped off? No, she should have won. And I know, I was like, who is Taylor Swift? And that was like her, I guess, comeuppance to the rest of us who don't necessarily follow country music or knew who Taylor Swift was. So he jumps on stage and he talked crazy. You remember he was all liquored up on the brown juice? You don't mess with the brown. The brown turns you into a monster. Remember he walked on the red carpet, he had a bottle of Henny, and he was swigging out of the bottle, and that was back when that was back when he was with Amber Rose. Woman, you don't have a microphone. But you do have nice hair. Yeah, he was with Amber Rose at the time, and yes, there they are. Anyway, so look, he says that he dealt with the backlash with God, sex, and alcohol. And what he also said is that he doesn't have an addictive personality and that he can dabble just enough in everything to get him through the next day. You know, like, you know, a sip of booze, I guess, or whatever. He was also asked if he's ever felt lonely. And here's what he said. He said, you know, becoming famous is like being catapulted into space, sometimes without a spacesuit. We've seen so many people combust, suffocate, and get lost in all of these different things, but to have an anchor of other astronauts and to make a little space family, I wanted a family. And that's what I said about him and the Kardashians. You know, he lost his mother. I don't know the situation with his father. He has no siblings. He has no one. So, you know, as much as we might not like the Kardashians, they provide him that anchor that so many of us are fortunate to have, and now he has it. And you know, with baby North and Kim and that mother and, you know, and those sisters and stuff. So anyway, so that's a little bit insight into Kanye's thinking, and you can read the rest of it in Interview Magazine. So it looks like Johnny Depp's ready to get married. He popped the question. Well, he's 50 and she's 27. It's his girlfriend, Amber Heard. You know, she's sexually fluid. They've been dating for about a year now, about a year and a half, and she left him at one point for a woman. And then he was all heartbroken, and he won her back and put a ring on it. Now, you can't really see the ring because I guess the diamond's so heavy it leans to the side. Or maybe she's like me, she didn't get her exact size, because you know how your fingers, they swell up depending on the time of the year and when you fly and stuff? Like my ring can do a 360, I just, but I have it like that because, you know, you want to look out for the swelling. Why is she hiding her face? We know that's you, Amber. Look, the interesting thing is that Johnny, who's 50, like I said, you know, he was with the French actress Vanessa Paradis for 14 years. She's the mother of his 2 kids. They have a boy and a girl. The boy is 11 and the girl is 14. And you might be saying, well, why did he decide to get married now? You know, as a more mature woman, age-wise, I know why he decided in my mind. You know, by the time you get to be 50 years old, you're thinking about what legacy will I leave? And if I die, you know, will the government take everything? I mean, you know, people, you know, that paperwork matters. And you might not think it matters until you hit 50 and you realize, wait a minute, this is the second chapter of my life. I have nobody to leave my bags to. You know, the government will take them. I have nobody to leave, you know, you have nobody to leave your stuff to. So, you know, and nobody to take care of you when you're sick, by the way. So, you know, Vanessa got the raw end of the deal if you look at it that way, although I think that kids trump marriage any day. You know, like if you're a baby's mother, but you don't have the ring, stop crying. You got the baby, you know. You got the baby. Now, the paparazzi caught up with, don't you just want to dip him in bleach? I mean, he and Brad Pitt get that smelly look and just, Anyway, look, the paparazzi caught up with Vanessa Paradis, the long-suffering girlfriend of 14 years, and that's what she did. Flipped the bird. Look at that outfit. Girl. Anyway, she flipped him the bird. They asked, you know, so what do you think about Johnny getting married? And she flipped the bird. So we'll be watching this relationship. I think that I think that Amber Heard, in my mind, is going to end up breaking his heart. In my mind, I think he's probably chasing after her like a long-lost puppy dog. And then the whole thing about being sexually fluid, I mean, respect to those who are, but it would confuse me. You know, we walk into a room of people and now everybody's fair game because you're fluid? I can't. No, but good luck, Johnny, trying to get her to the altar. Kelly Clarkson, we all know that she's pregnant. She's about 4 months along. She announced it on Twitter. Well, she also just announced that she's expecting a baby girl, just like she predicted. It's so funny what she said, too. Because I knew I was having a boy. I'll share it with you in a moment. We just found out we're having a girl officially. I knew it. Only a girl could cause this much drama with all this vomiting. Ha. I didn't officially want to find out until, you know, I pushed him out, but I knew that I was having a boy because I had no morning sickness. Like only a boy would, in my mind, like a girl would give you a hard time. But I knew I was having a boy and I felt kindred spirit with him because, you know, I had the 2 5-month miscarriages. Those are girls. They're up in heaven. I'll see them when I die. But look, not all. Not all. Don't cry for me, Argentina. I'm fine. But look, so I knew I was having a boy and I knew he was going to have a lot of hair because my sister-in-law told me, because I had never had heartburn before in my life, but I had so much heartburn, and my sister-in-law with her old wives' tale, you're gonna have a boy. You're gonna have a baby with a lot of hair. And I did. He had a lot of hair. But the boy, he was just so easy to me. I didn't throw up. He didn't give me a hard time. I was on the bed rest. The only problem was the weak cervix, so I couldn't stand up a lot. And it's like he knew, Mommy can't stand up a lot to be throwing up, or, you know, you might come out. And then he was turned perfectly. It was like 4 pushes, and there he was. And I said, I knew you were a boy. Mommy's boy. Anyway, so... But Kelly is having a hell of a hard time being pregnant, but she says that she hasn't gotten any of the perks that she's read about, like pretty hair and long, strong nails and the pregnancy glow. She hates it. I love when women are honest about things like that, though, because I think that we sell each other a bill of goods by saying it's all so wonderful. We lie to one another. Thank you, Kelly, for being honest. Yeah. Who would ever think that the Spice Girls would get back together? If I was Posh Spice, I wouldn't get back together either. So it's official. The Spice Girls won't ever spice it up together again. Look at Posh, disconnected from the girls even right there. And that was, I think, taken at the London Olympics. You know, they did the opening ceremony. Here's what Victoria Beckham says. She says, I won't ever do it again. Doing the London Olympics was an incredible honor. I was so proud to do it. That was a perfect time to say, that's great. Thank you to everybody, but no more. Sometimes you've got to know when it's time to leave the party. I agree. I agree. But I would like to see what my co-hosts think. So clap if you want the Spice Girls to get back together, if you would enjoy that. A fair amount of you really do care. My thing is that if I was Posh Spice, I wouldn't want to get back together either. As a matter of fact, if I was Mel B Spice, I wouldn't want to get back together. She's got a sweet job sitting down judging people. Yeah. On the TV. On America's Got Talent, you know? She's close to her kids. They're in school systems. She doesn't have to travel around the world being a pop star. She's got that husband who's very helpful to her. Mel B Spice, I know you don't care about them getting back together either. And Posh Spice, why would she want to traipse around the world with these girls? She's got all those kids at home and that husband. And most importantly, you know, she sells those good clothes. And when I say good clothes, I mean, like her clothes are sold for like $500 for a dress, $2,000 for a dress at Neiman Marcus. And people are really buying into her being a good designer. I mean, she is doing a good business. What does she want for traipsing around the world when she's got all this at home? And the other three, you other three, I don't know what you're doing, but it's not going to happen. Look, Sporty Spice, first of all, I wouldn't even recognize her in the street. She looks so different, just gorgeous. And then there's Melanie in the middle, right? Isn't that Melanie? Well, whoever they are, the point is, who is it?
Jerry Hollowell.
Jerry Holloway. Hollowell. Well, she's a socialite in London. I'm sure she's dating well or doing well. She's a socialite. I read about her sometimes in the OK magazine. And now, who is this one right here? Emma. Emma. What was her? That was Baby Spice? Yeah. All right. Well, it's not going to happen, so find a job. Look, I am so excited that LaToya Luckett is here. I love Single Ladies, produced by my friend Queen Latifah, and LaToya is here today, and she's going to dish about single ladies and about Destiny's Child, what it was like being a part of the group, and also what's her next move regarding music. But up next, everybody, you make sure that you stay around for superstar in the music world, Pete Wentz. He's here, so don't go too far. Our first guest is a rock star who shot to fame as a member of the mega successful band Fall Out Boy. Well, he's also the host of the tattoo competition show called Best Ink. It's on Oxygen. Take a look.
All right, so far in the competition, you guys have all competed as a group. But this week, we are upping the ante in a face-off. Artist versus artist. We want to see how you handle the pressure of one-on-one competition. Now, only the winners of each face-off will be safe from elimination this week. And the losers will all be in danger of going home.
Please welcome the very talented Pete Wentz. Welcome. Come on, nice to meet you. How are you? Yeah. So, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And let me ask you about the tattoo world. Is it painful to get neck tattoos?
I think so. It's basically painful anywhere you don't have, I mean, girls don't like to hear this, but anywhere you don't have a lot of fat. Like, if it's just a lot of skin and bones, like ribs, that kind of, top of the feet, neck for sure.
The ring tattoo, because I was going to get the ring tattoo, but I'm not going to get it now on account of the bone.
Yeah, I have one in between my fingers.
Yeah.
And it's just very painful.
Painful.
Yeah.
Why don't you have any, I think it's hot that you have no visible tattoos right now, except for this right here.
Yeah, so I have a bunch. The other ones, like, so on your hands and your necks are usually called job stoppers. So I'm still hoping that I could end up being an accountant or something if it all goes wrong.
How old were you when you got your first tattoo?
I was 15. So you know that one's real good.
Well,
it looks like a you know, like an old Nintendo, like their 8-bit, and you're like, kind of looks like Mario, but like.
Where did you get it?
Yeah, that's like, it's on my back.
Did your parents kill you?
So I covered them up for I covered up a bunch of my tattoos for like 3 or 4 years, and then my mom like saw me on vacation with like my shirt off, and she was like, oh my God, there was a lot at once.
Oh my God. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in the suburbs of Chicago, so like kind of where every John Hughes movie, where Home Alone was filmed. So.
Yeah. You know, back to the tattoo show, because this is my first time meeting you, I have a lot of questions. How did you get involved with this tattoo show?
Well, so like you probably know, like you get pitched things all the time. They're like, why don't you do this? You know, like, and I'm like, none of these make any sense.
You're talking about reality shows.
Yeah, reality shows, and so the tattoo one was authentic to me. Oxygen came to me, and I was like, oh, I could do this, I think, and then. I got in, and then was just in the deep end hosting. I was like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing, but
do you love it?
Yeah, it's been a blast.
Yeah, it seems very organic to you, also.
Yeah, and learning a lot about tattoos more than I knew and stuff. So.
Yeah, I have a tattoo across my tummy tuck mark, and I had to drink a lot of Jack Daniels to deal with it, and I regret. I just think it looks funky when women. We've talked. Well, in my head, I've talked about this with you. when they're on the red carpet and you've got on a beautiful dress and then this tattoo was showing. I mean, I just think it looks a little funky and dirty. There's a double standard to me for women having tattoos versus men.
I sometimes feel like that, but then sometimes when I see just a glimpse of a woman's tattoo, like in a dress or something like that, I'm like, it's really hot.
Yeah.
Because you want to like know what the rest of it is.
Yeah. My favorite tattoo. My favorite tattoo is Kelly Ripa's rosary beads and cross that fall down her feet. And then a couple of the girls have copied it. I think Lala Anthony has it and a couple of the other girls, but Kelly was the original. Nice. I think that that's very attractive.
Yeah, totally.
But very painful.
Yeah, definitely painful. Anywhere there's, yeah.
So your boy, Bronx, he's so adorable, 5 years old. If he says, Daddy, I want a tattoo like you, what would you say?
I mean, the funny thing is, like, so, like, I take him to preschool, or, you know, and I'm picking him up one day, and his teacher was like, well, everyone here drew tattoos on themselves except your kid. I was like, he'll probably be into math or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Was anybody raised in the Bronx? Like, what is your connection to the Bronx to name Bronx?
I mean, honestly, we just like the name, I think, a lot, and feel like definitely like the other boroughs, like Brooklyn especially, get a lot of love.
Yeah.
So we wanted shout out to the Boogie Down.
I have a picture of you and your girlfriend. I want to show that. She's a model.
She is.
The first thing she's very beautiful. Now, how long have you been with her?
It's coming up on maybe 3 years now.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you keep your business very private. Because, you know, it is my business to know the tea. That means everybody else's business. And I had no idea that you've had this girlfriend for 3 years?
Yeah, and I'm looking at this picture and I'm like, wow, it's insane that she hangs out with me. Like, look, I feel like...
Here's what I've noticed.
Hot girl pictured with homeless man trying to beg her for change.
No, you've got a winning personality. Like, you know, I only know you to look at you in the magazines and we play a little bit of music here, but...
This is like charity work here.
Yeah. So I know you were at one point married to Ashley Simpson, and that's Bronx's mother. Do you plan on getting married again?
I think so. I mean, we talk about it a lot. I feel really lucky. It's like really interesting when you're in a relationship with somebody who's truly my best friend. Like I talk to her about everything, and like she will tell me when I'm being like not so insane, and sometimes she's like, you're being a little bit insane. So it's very helpful.
And you're 32?
34.
You so read to me like 24. Doesn't he read 24? That's good moisturizer.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, growing up, that was the worst thing ever, is, you know, being too young and then, or looking too young, and then now it's all right. Still can't do anything.
You know what? And
you can't get an Apple box though, no matter what. Like, there's no Apple box for me being like, oh yeah, now you look 34 because he's standing like 6 inches taller on a step.
Yeah. Well, no, you're very short and I'm very tall. And look.
This is a match made in heaven.
But what I noticed, because a lot of short guys would never date a girl taller than them. You are very secure. Your girlfriend is taller than you, and also you can't see down at the bottom of the picture, but she's got on heels.
Yes.
You're a very secure man.
Yes.
And you've got a good personality. Look.
I feel like this is a therapy session going sideways.
No, listen.
You're gonna be all right. You're short.
No, you are extremely likable, Pete Wentz. Look, why do you call yourselves the Fallout Boy when there's 4 of yous?
The funny thing is
Right?
So we didn't have a name when we were playing a couple shows in the very beginning. We didn't have a name. We were like, what should we be called? Someone yelled out Fallout Boy. And it's funny because whenever we played this summer, we played at Coachella with 2 Chainz, and you know, like rappers sometimes they'll call us Fallout Boys.
I call you Fallout Boys. I can't figure it out. There's 4 of you. So listen, I'm not finished with my line of questioning.
Tell me, yeah.
What is the craziest rumor that you've heard about yourself?
I hear like lots of crazy rumors. The interesting thing about when you do, so you do long form interviews with people, like I do a long form interview, and then tabloids kind of pick out we'll pick out like one word and attach it to another word. So like I think the craziest was that like my marriage ended because of drug use. I was like, that's just crazy.
Well, Did you ever have a drug problem?
No, definitely not.
And you drink in moderation?
Yeah, I mean, mostly. Last night was moderately heavy.
But can I tell you something? Can I tell you something? Because I consider myself a skinista. That's somebody who's always looking at people's skin. Your skin is so good for a rock star. Like whatever you're like, a lot of them they look really weathered. No lie.
My mom is gonna be so happy with this interview. I literally got my skin from my mom.
It's beautiful skin. It was really nice to meet you, Pete Wentz.
Thank you.
Best Inc. airs on Wednesday nights at 10 o'clock on Oxygen. Clap again for Pete Wentz. Up next, everybody, it's time for Ask Wendy. Welcome back. It is time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
Hi, how you doing?
I like your sash.
Oh, that's actually, it goes around my neck.
Yes.
Keep me warm.
Yes.
You know, there's a blizzard out there.
Yes. Thank you for showing up today. Now, how can I help you?
Well, I throw some really nice parties, and when I serve my dessert, I always ask all my friends to put on their magic hats and have some fun. But my husband, he moans and groans and goes, oh, the magic hats, oh my God. And then, you know, he puts kind of a damper on my whole thing. How can I get him to participate and have some fun with me and the friends and get on that magic hat?
How long have you been married?
Oh, a long time, since 1979. So you do the math.
Good for you. Listen, it's only at dessert time.
Well, it's other times too.
It's other times too. Now, where do these magic hats come from?
I make them.
Oh. You know what? This show, if you're in New York, will repeat at 4 o'clock. I want you to show him our conversation. Just go along to get along. Your wife is delightful. Put on the magic hat. Yes. All right. Good luck. Still to come, everybody, LaToya Luckett is here, but up next, there's a woman in our audience, and she says that her boyfriend spends all of his money on stuffed animals for himself. Don't go far. Ask Wendy's. More Ask Wendy's next. How you doing? We're back, and we're still doing Ask Wendy. So, tell me all about it.
Hey, Wendy, how you doing?
I'm
Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
So my boyfriend, he likes to buy stuffed animals, and it is adorable. But I'm just worried that he spends all of his money on this, and I'm just wondering how he could become responsible with his money.
So how old are you, honey bun?
18.
Aw, welcome to the show. And how old is your young man?
20.
20. Is he in school?
Yes.
Does he have a part-time job as well?
Not right now.
So where does he get the money for the stuffed animals, his parents?
I don't know.
Do you think he robs banks?
No.
Okay. I don't want to judge, but since he's not here, let's judge. This is weird. It's weird enough when an 18-year-old girl buys stuffed animals. That is such a turn-off to guys. And you talk to guys, and they will tell you, all them unicorns and crap that you have on your bed are a turn-off. This is not going to be the guy that you marry, is it?
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe. Okay. I'm concerned about the money that he's spending on the stuffed animals, but most importantly, I'm concerned that he buys these stuffed animals. It's not something that men normally do. What do I say to you? Keep an eye on him and have an open, honest conversation now in the early stages of your love about why he buys them, how much money is he spending on them, where does he get the money? I mean, you have a laundry list of questions to rattle off to him, okay? And make sure that you continue using your birth control. Okay? And this is not a deal breaker, but it definitely is something to be concerned about. Do you understand?
Yes.
Oh, Nicole. Look how tall I am. Look how short she is. Everybody, up next from Single Ladies, LaToya Luckett is here. Are you guys having a good time? Terrific, I'm glad. Look, our next guest was one of the original members of the supergroup Destiny's Child. She's since moved on to become a solo artist, and she's also an actress. She happens to act on one of my favorite shows, and I love her role. It's VH1's Single Ladies. Take a look.
I love Indulgence. It's this great boutique up in Buckhead, and I think it's a perfect place to style our PM clients at a discount, of course, since I have the in there.
I know where I'll have it in.
I'm on to you.
What? Who?
Young Scooter thinks there's a chance in hell he's gonna crash at my place in the vineyard on my birthday weekend. Hilarious and not happening.
Oh, so what do you think?
If you don't dress me, you don't dress my clients.
Well, that's easy. Just swing by the boutique, take a quick browse. Raquel and her stylist can hook you up. It's a win-win.
I don't do win-win, Amber. I just win.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, LaToya Luckett. Okay, so many different things that I want to talk to you about. First and foremost, if I were to see you in the grocery store, I wouldn't recognize you.
Really?
Well, I'd have to stare real hard.
Well, I'm fine with that.
No, it's good. No, you look beautiful,
I like being
too.
like this. Like,
yeah,
that's my moment.
Okay, because we're used to seeing you with long, brown black. It's like
Yes.
black color hair,
Yes.
like you saw there.
Yes.
So why the change?
You know what? My team had an intervention with me. They really did, because I was so comfortable in my swoop bang. They call me swoop bang gang. For the ladies out there, I've been wearing it since a kid.
Were you insulted by the intervention?
I knew it was time, but I just didn't know which direction to go in. I didn't know if I wanted to cut it. I didn't know if I wanted to, color it a different color. I didn't know they were gonna go for both.
Yes.
Though. So, yeah.
Okay, now, what does Queen Latifah say? She produces the show. Hey, Queen. What does the team over at Single Ladies say? Do you have to have that approved by them?
You know what's crazy? They didn't see it until I had to start doing promo for the show. Oh. Because I didn't have it during the show.
Yeah.
And so then they were looking at it and they was like, this is the next season we like.
Oh, good. So they're gonna let it ride.
So I don't know. I don't know about the colors. Not for sure, but.
All right, so first of all, this season is so good. I miss you guys so much when you're not on the air. I am all in. Your character, Felicia Price, is the bee's knees. I love to look at a mean lady on TV.
Man.
She is a record executive. Yes. Tell them about your character.
Okay, well, I play a character by the name of Felicia Price, and she is a boss. She has her own management company, and I wouldn't want to work for her. She's kind of ice cold.
Yeah.
And very different from my personality, because I'm a little bit warmer. I'm from the South. I love hugging people on spot. Yes, I'm from Houston, Texas. But she was so much fun to play. She has so much confidence. She just exudes it. And I love that about her. And I think people can sometimes misunderstand women of power. And they don't understand their, climb to get to where they are. But I respect it.
Are you a single lady in real life?
I am.
Well, now, okay. I was trying to think of how long you've been single, if you are single, or maybe you've been in a relationship, or maybe you've been in a relationship and you just keep it out of the tabloids.
Oh, boy.
The last man that I recall you, look, I'm not judging, but my producers are.
It's fine.
They're like, she's so pretty. Why doesn't she have a man? Ask her if she feels the pressure because, Beyonce, Lala, everybody's married, everybody's booed up.
Yes.
And the last man that you were with, to my best recollection, was the rapper Slim Thug.
Uh-huh.
And that was years ago.
So many years ago.
Okay. I'm not judging, but I'm asking, is it that you're too picky or that you don't have time for a man?
Okay, here's the deal, Wendy.
You don't have to do a lot of explaining to me. You explain to them.
You know what? I'm gonna let you guys in on something. I don't really like to date. I'm to myself. I can be very picky, but at the same time, I'm very patient with, waiting on God. And whoever he has for me, I will wait on that. Like, I'll stay, I stay doing things in my career and trying to grow in my career. And I think a lot of times, as women, we feel pressure sometimes from our parents, our friends, or seeing our friends get married.
How old now? 30? You're in your early 30s.
I'm in my 30s, too.
You're in your 30s. No, you look good.
Thank you.
I'm not judging it, but let me just ask you, when's the last time you had sex?
Well, that was personal. You know what? It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Way too long.
Say no more. Would you like to get married one day?
I would love to. I want,
Yeah.
but see, that's the thing. I see these relationships, and you see relationships falling apart. Things.
But that's why they call it falling in love. You can't be scared, though.
You can't.
I'm
not. I'm not scared.
What type of man do you like? Does he have to be wealthy? Does he have to be black? Does he have to be tall?
No,
What do
I
you like?
tall, but you know what? I just want a good man that respects me, appreciates me, God-fearing, understands what I do. Handsome. He can be tall. You don't have to have M's in the bag, but at the same time,
they're telling me I only have 45 seconds, and I just wanted to ask you two things.
Go ahead.
Are you still cool enough with Kelly and Beyonce?
Yes.
Were you at Beyonce's wedding?
I was not at her wedding. No.
Okay. Will you be at Kelly's wedding? She's
you know what?
engaged.
I don't know.
Okay.
I called her and congratulated her, and I'm so happy for her.
You talked to her, or she
Yes.
put the answering machine on?
No, she did not.
Okay.
Put the answer.
Okay.
Do they still have those?
I know.
No.
Now, you're working on an album, I hear?
Yes.
What's it going to be called, and when will it be out?
It's called Until Then, and it'll be released sometime this year.
Very good. Congratulations on your career.
Thank you.
The acting, the singing, the dancing, the being cute. Ladies and gentlemen, keep clapping. This is LaToya Luckett. And Single Ladies airs Monday nights at 9 on VH1.
Yes,
Up next, it's time for fan feedback. Don't go away. So it's time for fan feedback. Earlier during Hot Topics, we were talking about Robin Thicke. He's married to the actress Paula Patton, but he was spotted being what looks like very inappropriate with a woman at a Paris nightclub. And here's what some of you said. Samantha M says, Robin's behavior has been inappropriate for a long time. Why Paula stays is beyond me. Patricia G writes, all these pictures are taken from different angles to make it seem like Robin's doing something wrong. Why are people always trying to stir up problems? And finally, Shantae R says, if you're married, you vow to love, honor, and respect your wife. Robin's definitely not respecting his wife by kissing and partying with other women. Well, I love when you participate in the show. You can always join in on the lively conversation by going to my Facebook and Twitter page. We'll be right back. I've had so much fun today. Tomorrow on the show from the Chew, the lovely and pregnant Daphne Oz will be here. And also best-selling author Dr. Ian Smith is going to show us how to lose 20 pounds in 4 weeks. Make sure you're watching tomorrow. But I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye.